Both of these squads bring history and pride to these West Coast institutions that, while allied at times, want nothing more than to ring that victory bell right in the other guy's face. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the home of the USC Trojans, the storied Los Angeles Coliseum. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the UCLA Bruins, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollock and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Bruins will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Coming out with it, it's Jordan. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. So the USC Trojans offense will have the football first. It was hardly an offensive masterpiece, but the Trojans put together a terrific comeback against the Bruins last year, trailing entering the fourth quarter, but able to come back and take home the victory bell.
Yeah, it was an offensive struggle last year, too. 4 field goals total in the first half, and USC trailing going into the fourth quarter, but quarterback Jaden Mayava did a really nice job late in the game with his decision-making and his accuracy. You got to know, if USC is going to win this one today, David, they've got to be able to throw the ball.
Yeah, they scored the last 10 points of the game. USC, I promise you, talking about the victory bell all offseason, UCLA was, we've got to finish. We've got to finish. We gave up the last 10 points. We gave up the lead. They took this from us. We got to go get it back.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Back to throw, it's Fox. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. All right, guys, let's think big picture USC. They got a boost from their high school recruiting ranks, setting the table for the future, getting a verbal commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
Yeah, it's huge for this defense, not only because of his physical traits. This guy can run, he can cover, he can blitz the passer, but he's also a tremendous leader. This guy could be the alpha on this defense for years to come.
The Trojans come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Got a man. It's Strachan. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. 2024 was a transition year for UCLA, new coach, new schemes, but one surprise was Carson Schlesinger, 3rd in the nation in tackles. He's now in the NFL, David, so what's the big adjustment for this defense?
Well, I tell you what, the team finished strong, and whenever you change coaching staffs, you need that believe, that buy-in moment. Finishing 4-2 down the stretch, I thought was a good thing. So can the defense swarm? Can they get?
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. No, look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. The play action fake. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Touchdown, UCLA! And they turn it into a defensive score.
It's really hard as a quarterback because you got your eyes downfield. You're trying to find an open guy. You're trying to negotiate the rush, and all of a sudden people are swatting at the ball. They hit you. They knock it out. Got to do a better job next time of keeping 2 hands on the ball so you don't get it scooped and scored like what happened right there.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Looking downfield, it's Fox. Grabbed in the middle, it's Lane. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains, they mark it at the 29.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Quarterback now on the run, still looking. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble but couldn't create anything there. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Caught over the middle. It's Lemon. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. And the Trojans with the 1st and 10. He wants to throw it again. Got it in the middle. It's Lane. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The victory bell's not some manufactured, concocted trophy, guys. This thing actually used to be on a train.
That is so cool, and the origins of the story of all these rivalries and the trophies.
Trying to beat the D deep. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. Here we go. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Lemon. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. On 1st down, here comes this offense. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking for a man, it's Fox. Finds his man, it's Sanders. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Trojans have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Looking to fire. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a space. Here's the pressure. He had a chance to get rid of it and avoid the loss. Instead, the defense pushes him out of bounds for the loss. And the Trojans have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Gets the back moving. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. He's going for it all. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. He'll try to take it back.
And that's the problem when you're living in 2nd and long situations. Sometimes the quarterbacks feel like they just got to go get it all back in one throw. That's what he was trying to do on that one. He forced it into traffic, and the defense made him pay, coming up with a huge interception.
Running back searching for a hole. Couldn't find any room at all, and he'll lose 7 on the play.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
The Bruins with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. Fires to the wideout. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
All right, trying to attack the middle of the field on that in route. Nice job putting his foot in the ground. He didn't telegraph where he was going. He was open. He's just got to make the catch.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Got a man, it's Thomas. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. Hunt is on its way. Now on the return. He gets it out to the 17, the cover unit right there to make the stop. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Going to the running game. Just enough there to get it to the 25 and pick up of 2.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. On 4th down, looking to pass. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he fights his way forward, gets away from 1, but not much doing on that one.
You see, this is what great defenses do. Great defenses swarm to the football. So when you do miss a tackle, it's not the end of the world. There's another guy right there to wrap him up. Great defense.
Touchdown, Bruins! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Fires on the move. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
Man, this is an unbelievable start for this defender in this game, guy. That's already his 2nd PD in this game. Playing with his eyes, he's breaking on the ball. You just can't start a game any better.
The throw. A strike downfield. They get him out of bounds, but a chunk play to wrap up the 1st quarter, and this offense will carry momentum into the 2nd. That's the end of the quarter, and UCLA has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the 1st period as we look at the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the 2nd. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. He wants to change this route. Back to throw, it's Fox. Fires to the right. Finds his man open. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. The Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. Off play action on 1st down. Looking for space to the left. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the 1st half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Finds his big tight end. There he goes. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. Touchdown Trojans! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
Out of the end zone. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Guys, let's take a minute here and think about UCLA. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting 4-star defensive linemen gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you've got to play so many defensive line. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
And the Bruins come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Back to pass, it's Iamaleava. Quickly to the tight end. Breaks into the open. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Wants to go up top. Caught in the backfield, it's Thomas. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Flores. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, UCLA!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Fires to the big fella. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and short. Give to the back. Find some fresh air. Out of bounds he goes. They'll mark it at the 16. They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to Pater. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. And off from the shotgun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Looking to throw at Maleava. Fires into the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6. And they'll send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Absolutely perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. This crosstown rivalry dates back nearly 100 years, guys. The first meeting between the Trojans and the Bruins back in 1929.
Yeah, and since, one thing you know, Jesse, is the uniforms are crisp. They are clean. They are so sweet. You know this game means a lot late in the season every year.
This is definitely my favorite uniform game of the year, every year in college football, right? Both USC and UCLA with the home unis here in this great environment. But the game also means so much as well, and that's why there's this heightened sense of electricity and energy every time these two teams play.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Here comes the heat. On the move, he fires. Got him downfield. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got him. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. And they've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
They made the defense pay with that last big chunk of yardage. Now 1st and 10 from the 30. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. They are really clicking along. 1st and goal on just the 4th play of the